The last time we played these guys, we battered them for the most part, and yet still ended up coming out with this, basically with our tails between our legs. Hopefully, today will be slightly different. Hopefully.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. As always, if you're still enjoying the series, drop a like on the video. That would be tremendous. So, quick thing, it was pointed out to me that it kind of looked like I was looking to the right of the camera over the last couple of episodes. Well, the first one, but it will unfortunately be in the next two as well. The reason for that is quite simple. The new camera position is closer to my face than the other one was before. So I am actually not looking any different to where I was before. I was still looking at the display because it's easier to get a framing. But the issue is because it's closer, it's way more obvious when I'm doing it. So now I've got the display turned off. So I should, in fact, be looking directly into your soul. And that's what we all want, isn't it? A few hours after the Malden and Tiptree crane, 24 Whitport natives gathered at the beloved Whitport pub with one objective in mind: found a Whitport Athletic Ultras firm. Led by the bartender who's punched none other than BPK's older brother, they vow to attend every Whitport game they possibly can, and buy everything Whitport related they could find. Not wanting to be violent, instead they look to show their support by relentlessly chanting and making donations to the club when it's possible. Naming themselves the Lightkeepers after the lighthouse in Whitport's crest, they jokingly request their friends and families to follow the light and join the firm. By the end of the Western Supermare game, they boast 394 members. Currently the Lightkeepers are trying to compose chants for the club which they hope they'll be able to use in the National League North next season. Well, there you go. George Putman-Kiteley, related presumably to the man that is Ben Putman-Kiteley. So if you want to become a Lightkeeper, do get in touch with George, I suppose, or just put something in the comments. We'll come up with something, worry not. Kasimba, so good they named him twice, so good he got booked twice. He's just living up to his name. He likes it. It's the Whitport way. Why is Kasimba my favourite player already? He's so good he purposefully got sent off so Whitport got the boost. Legend. Exactly. He is the ultimate team player. I think our plan is mid-table, possibly a playoff push. Where can I place a bet that Whitport win the league? Not looking so likely now, is it? We look like a mid-table side. And that's fine. Sometimes it's okay to be a mid-table team. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. For once, it might be quite nice to just have a bit of stability for one season and actually just kind of concentrate on the FA Cup, because I think the league, any chance of winning the league is obviously gone. We kind of knew that to begin with. I think the playoffs might be an outside push if we can get the right run together. But I don't know. I'm more interested in the FA Cup. And today we play against Barrow, and it is going to be sick. So Ruben Lau suspended. Robert Whitten is suspended, of course. Let me just swap my microphone here. There we go. So it's not ideal. Missing one of our best players and a guy who's done a surprisingly good job for us this year. He was a silly boy against Kettering. He really, really was. And unfortunately, he's got a 3-match ban, as to be expected. But it's about what's on the other side of this game. It's a match against Kettering at home, which if we win, we would be in the second round of the FA Cup. And, one more amazingly lucky tie potentially, and we could find ourselves playing anyone, and it would be phenomenal. So, what do? That's quite a lot of change needed. Donnelly Blackburn at centre-back. I'm going to go with no. Oh, wait, we haven't got a choice. We haven't really got much of a... I think I'd rather play Perez de Gracia there, in all honesty. Oh my god, they are not looking fresh. I'm going to be honest. It's very much not the lineup I wanted, but hit and hope, I guess. Okay, the rematch. It's back. I'm still gutted. I'm so gutted after that last game. Like, oh, great. That's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. It's not an embarrassment to go out to a team who are top of the division above us. It's just disappointing. So, going to focus play down the sides, and we're also going to transition and distribute the play to the fullbacks. That's going to be the plan. Maybe this is a chance for Niall Ellis to... Hasn't really played many games for us this season. He's been sort of kept out the team quite comfortably, in fact, by Whitten. But maybe this is the day that he kind of redeems himself for us. If he gets us a win away from home at Barrow, that would be something sensational. We've already bottled it once against these guys. It's becoming a bit of a saga now. Ball in, and Jackman, good start. Really good start. He's finding himself some space at the back post. And like someone said, maybe he does deserve a lot more game time this year. He's really made... Oh, God, Angus is through. And it's a great first touch as well, and a good save from O'Reilly. Okay, we're trading blows in the first minute. Going to switch our keeper back to his standard distribution. Maybe we should just stick to what we do best. Kasimba with the ball in. Headed away. And Mottram, it's blocked. Back for Mottram again, and he's bent it in the bottom corner. Liam Mottram makes it Barrow 0, Whitport Athletic 1. He only seems to score important goals for us. We had 2 bites at the cherry there. Lovely ball in from Kasimba. And, I mean, this is a good effort, but well blocked. Nice little presence of mind by Mills to get it back to him. And the first time finish. Bottom corner, and we've got the lead in the FA Cup. What is this, the 4th qualifying round? Come on. Or if we grabbed a second now, admittedly, we've already lost the 2-0 lead so far, but hey, surely we couldn't do it twice in the same... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. They've got away with that there. Angus? Great save again by O'Reilly. We've given them way too many chances today. They're actually playing a lot more like the team that are top of that division than they were in the last game. Mills finds a cross. Mottram! Although I do still feel like, we've got a lot more possession now, which is nice. I think moving our... Okay. Patrick Bruh, the guy who scored the... not scored, but set up the equaliser last time, gets the equaliser. I can't say I'm super surprised. We just could not hold our nerve from a set piece this time. It's far too easy for him at the near post, and O'Reilly can't do that. Oh, please, no. It's an... Oh, God, they've taken it short. That usually means even worse things. Nobody's going to get back in position. Lewis Hardcastle has just absolutely hammered that in the top corner. I don't think... And it's so annoying because you know that the next round is a completely winnable tie. I know we lost to Kettering at home, but look at this for a strike. For goodness sake, guys. Like, just get out and press him. I mean, that is a sensational effort from Hardcastle, but Christ. Oh, go on. A set-piece magic moment. Donnelly Blackburn, Emery, and it's a good save. If only that was Ruben Lau. If that was Ruben Lau, maybe we get the goal there. Maybe there's one... We've actually got more possession than them now. Quite the turnaround. Donnelly Blackburn. Nice to bring him on. And Emery again, and he scored. Connor Emery off the bench. The two substitutes combined for the equaliser. Ben Donnelly Blackburn, the aristocracy himself. First, he provides a really good chance from a corner. I mean, that is what he brings. That's what he's brought to us this season that I think Harrison Webster just wasn't able to do last year. He's got this a bit. Look at this for a perfectly weighted cross. And then Emery's basically got all the work's done for him. All he's going to do is put that in the back of the net, and he's gone and done it. It's 2-2 against Barrow again. Come on. Didn't see a lot out of him last season, or really much of this year, but hey, shown a bit there. Shepherd. Ball across. Ellis. And Mottram with the strike. Wow, Ben Mills has been anonymous today, but Liam Mottram has been everywhere. At the moment, we are very much heading to extra... Oh, no. Please, no. No, what are you doing? Please... Oh, why is he doing that? All he has to do is play that along the line to the number 12. And he just doesn't. He has two opportunities to do it, and he just doesn't do it. What a block there to potentially keep us in this game. I think we would deserve to lose if we did, but the fact that we're even still in this match at the moment is very, very encouraging. And oh, for God's sake, guys. It's another goal from a corner in the same game, and we can't complain. We do this sometimes as well, but we've got to be better than that. 91st minute winner. Another goal conceded from a corner, and they just... I mean, how many players do you need around him? Also... Right, the amount of goals I've had disallowed for a guy being in that position on the line when the ball goes over his head, why is that one not offside? There's so often those are counted as offside because he's interfering with play. We don't normally do that during open play half the time. Barrow 3, Whitport 2, very, very close to a good result. Didn't quite get it in the end. Frustrating times. He definitely could have avoided... I know that he's not got many passing options on, but honestly, just dumping it forward would have been better than what he did, but oh well. So, I wasn't paying enough attention to the fixtures. I thought Bournemouth was further away than it was. Turns out it was the next game. So, yeah, we've played a big chunk off camera instead because I didn't want to just do 2 back-to-back games in an episode and then have nothing else in it. So we're going to keep going. We're going to do Stockport today. But yeah, we went and beat bloody Boreham Wood. They've sort of fallen off a little bit, but look at the little spin from Jackman here. Lovely little pick out of the back post, and who was there with the header? But Ben Putman-Kitely rescuing us. This is why it's so important to have him. And that was then compounded as we went away to Altrincham, underneath us in the league, fresh off the back of that form. Putman-Kitely gets the ball 4 minutes in, lovely little touch, and just absolutely hammers one home to give us the lead. Lovely work. Unfortunately, it did not last long. Ball was whipped in, Pruty got the flick on for Altrincham, and we conceded. Well, not almost immediately, but fairly soon after. Thankfully, though, it didn't take long for us to get back into the game. Putman-Kitely wins the flick on. Mills does really well here. Unselfishly whips it across, and there was Liam Mottram to slip it home. We've created a lot of chances in this game. Probably deserve more. But as the ding-dong battle continued, unfortunately, another free kick. Mooney whips it across, and then it was 2-2. Altrincham were just clinging on by the teeth here, but it was just not good defending from us. Thankfully, though, we won the ball back again. Holmes knops one down the field. There was Mills straight into the channel. He had a really, really good game. Almost turning assist, whips it across. There's Mottram, bottom corner. He has hit the ground running. He's player of the month for the league as well for this whole month, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, though, in the 88th minute, we had plenty of players back, but we just didn't defend it well enough here. Good tackle initially from Holmes. Nobody's on Mooney. Ball across. Willoughby has an open goal to aim for, and it was 3-3. Frustrating. I think we deserve the win. Unfortunately, that kind of sent us into a bit of a downward spiral. First conceding off this free kick, thunderous strike from Diamond. The problem was Ben Mills went off injured after 17 minutes, and we just seemed to have no real creativity after that. Then this horrendous mistake from Shepherd here. He nearly sort of bails himself out, but again, doesn't track the run when it comes back to Diamond, and this is a really good finish, actually. Yeah, frustrating to be 2-0 down, though. But in all honesty, we weren't really that good, but we still got back into it as Whitten flicks the ball around the side. Somehow Mottram was onside here and is able to put the ball in the back of the net. Another assist for Whitten, but we didn't get back into the game. But I'd argue the most disappointing result of this period was this one. At home against 20th place Guiseley. First, this deflected, and the goalkeeper could have done better, but it wasn't good enough. We did get ourselves back level in this one. Or did we? Yeah, we did, of course. Holmes knocks it over to Putman-Kitely. Back post. There was Robert Whitten, completely unmarked. Lovely finish to get us back into the game. I thought, okay, we can kick on from this. But unfortunately, we immediately succumbed. It just wasn't good enough. Ball was whipped over the top, flicked down here, and the defender doesn't react quick enough. There was Felix. He should have done better there, and it was 2-1 to Guysy. The second half, we just didn't really offer anything. Without Ben Mills up front in this game as well, things just didn't have that same kind of spark. As much as he's not scored many goals lately, he's been putting in the work to dispossess players and create those opportunities for us, and it really does go unnoticed sometimes, but it's really obvious when he's not playing. We then found ourselves in a must-win matchup against Southport at home. We really needed this win, and when we went 1-0 down after 15 minutes, I think we actually briefly dropped to 17th in the league, and I was concerned. But then, thankfully, 26 minutes in, wonderful ball whipped across, and there, of course, was... who was it, in fact? Oh, it was Ruben Lal, of course, number 7 for the season for him. Then, things kind of took a lot better from that. We really started to improve. Perez de Gracia's ball was whipped in. There was Ellis Williamson with a lovely, lovely finish for his, I think it might be his first of the year. And then later on, Donnelly Blackburn's been really putting in a lot of assists for us this season, and this was no different. Lovely ball whipped across again, and Mark Jackman, of all people, getting in there with the header to make it 3-1. Really, really good performance. The kind of things we've been needing, and we just haven't seen enough of lately. Really, really important win, though. But then we couldn't capitalise on it, and another very poor performance at home to York City. Ball was flicked down, and annoyingly another indirect free kick goal. But we were fine. It happens sometimes. We know it happened last year. The problem was last year we had enough goals to sort of go with it. But this year, despite the fact that we're scoring a lot of goals, we're just conceding too many from those sort of situations. 1 win in the last 5 in the league. Now, it's still not the end of the world, but only 5 points off of the last playoff spot. In fact, we're only like 7 points off of 3rd spot. So it's kind of, yeah, Wrexham are sort of run away with 2nd. Blackhaven are 13 points clear now. They really are starting to fly, which is kind of to be expected. We're just conceding too many. We're scoring a lot of goals like we were last season, but we're just not good enough defensively at the moment. The last time we played these guys, we battered them for the most part, and yet still ended up coming out with this, basically with our tails between our legs. Hopefully, today will be slightly different. Hopefully. Unfortunately, Donnelly Blackburn's suspension does not help us out in any way. Thankfully, though... Oh, yeah, Pup McCartney picked up an injury as well, which is probably the worst news. 3 to 4 weeks, I think it was. He's technically available, but him getting little... simple injuries is what's going to cause problems. Ben Mills is back fit, though, which is a good sign. Defensively, we look a bit better here. So, it's not the end of the world. The only person who's really played well over the last few matches are Ruben Lal and, of course, Liam Mottram, which is nice to see Mottram at least scoring a few goals, almost catching up with Ben Mills now. I'd be concerned if we lost this game as well, and then someone like Blythe won, because then we'd suddenly start to get a little bit too close to the relegation zone for my liking. We have not started this game well. Possession-wise, very, very poor. Which is surprisingly bad, even for us. Oh, God, there's a space in the middle. McKenna, don't let him get that touch away. And he slipped in the bottom corner. Ben McKenna makes it 1-0 to Stockport. And actually, to be fair, they do look very, very good. And that's a concern of mine. I think, as much as Pup McCartney's not scored that many goals this year, him in the team, we just seem to play better. Him and Jackman have done well. We just get dragged towards the ball here. Nobody gets to McKenna quick enough. I think the defenders get in each other's way. There's nothing that O'Reilly can do about that. We do at least have a full week after this game for sort of a bit of rehab, basically. Maybe schedule a friendly. Mottram! Yes! Liam Mottram with the equaliser. 10th goal of the year. My God, Ben Mills has really gone off the boil a bit as of late. But someone else who really just never quite... he comes in patches, but Liam Mottram has really picked up the slack for us. And were it not for him over this period, I think we would have lost a lot more matches. Lovely balling by Harry Shepherd, but this is such a difficult header. He's backpedaling, gets the header on, and we've got a very unlikely equaliser here at Edgeley Park. And hey, maybe there's something in this game for us yet. Headley. George with loads of space. Somebody make sure that doesn't... Oh! Ooh. They still look pretty solid. Oh, no, please. Is it offside? No, it's not. Gavin Richardson-Brown and Stockport score, and it's yet another free kick goal. We've actually got worse at defending them this year. I think that's just going to come with cohesion over the time, getting better players in the defensive setup. Look at the amount of... Oh, damn it. He's just in a perfect position to win that. I was hoping for better from us, but then... I wanted more like the way we played in that Southport game. And even the way we played against Altrincham, even though we didn't win that match, was much more like it. And, good save from O'Reilly. Should be one. Oh, no. No. O'Reilly does really, really well to get to that. I think he did get a touch on it. This is the kind of play we used to do before. Ellis again. Whips it in. Mills! Yes! Ben Mills with the equaliser. We are firmly against the run of play here. He's not scored for bloody ages, but that is a rollback to last season. Niall Ellis did something. Perez de Gracia does well here, but... This ball into the channel for Webster puts in for Niall Ellis. He still has a lot of work to do here, but this is what I like about him. That lovely first touch just to set himself. Ball across. Ben Mills with the header, and it's 2-2 at Edgeley Park. I will happily take a 2-2 draw here if we get away with it. Go on. Holmes with the ball in. And is that a penalty? It is a penalty. Ben Mills now with a chance to give us an unlikely lead. Oh my God, this would be the best revenge for last season. Come on, Millsy. Make it 3-2 on the 82nd minute. And he's hit the post. I actually can't remember the last time I saw a penalty hit the post. Hey, a 2-2 draw is a decent result. We had the penalty, which could have given us the win. But you don't always get what you want. But hey, honestly, getting a draw out of this game is still an excellent result given the way that we've played and how good a form they're in. It could have been a lot worse for us, but annoyingly, that actually winds up with us being closer to the relegation zone now due to wins down towards the bottom for the likes of Curzon, Ashton, and Blyth Speetons. But it's such a tight league. We're only 5 points off of 7th and 3 points off the relegation zone. This middle of the table, anything could happen. Thank God for our positive goal difference. That could well be our saviour coming into the end of the season. Oh, that was so close to a good win, but we wouldn't have deserved it. Not that it matters, I don't care, but like, it was close. I think the main factor for me is that we've got a home game against 18th place Curzon Ashton next up. That is huge. And obviously that'll be the live com at the start of the next episode. That is a massive game. We win that, and then obviously we're going to come back and do Blackhaven United in the end of the derby for the second part of that episode, because of course we are. How could we not? Got to do Blackhaven. So yeah, next episode, some massive games in there. That's hugely winnable. That obviously should be very, very comfortable. Kingsley and Town are around us. Brackley are a good side. Chelmsford are a decent side. Farsley, we need to win that as well. Wrexham away, and then Blackhaven at home. It's going to be a tough spell, but if we can just get a couple of victories in there to keep our heads above water going into that Blackhaven game, I think we're going to be okay. And you never know what we can do at the Leyth Investments Authority Stadium. We'll give them a big mugging. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, drop a like on the video. That would be tremendous. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes at the weekends. Although I'm thinking about doing some evening streams at some point in the future as well, because I know people's schedules are changing a lot at the moment. So let me know if that's something you want to see as well. And I'll join you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun, Capybara. Bye-bye.